Hi, welcome back. Here we have October-November 2023, paper 4, variant 4.1, question number 5. ACD is a right angle triangle. We can see that ACD is a right triangle because angle at A is 90 degrees. B is on the line AC. So we can see that point B is on the line AC and the length BC is mentioned as 54.5 meter. AD, the side length is given as 83.2 meter. And angle ABD, the angle is given as 38 degrees. The question is to find out the angle ACD. So this is the angle that we need to find out. This is a right angle triangle. So angle A is 90 degrees. If I know this angle D, then from 180 you subtract 90 and angle D to get angle C. So that is what we are going to do. First of all, let's find out what the side length AB is. So we know, considering the triangle, the small triangle that is ABD, considering the small triangle ABD, angle 38, opposite to angle 38 is 83.2 meter, and adjacent side is what we need to find out. So opposite and adjacent, which trigonometric ratio? That is tan. So tan 38 is equals to, opposite is 83.2, adjacent is what we need to find out. Let's take it as A. So when you cross multiply this, you will get A is equals to 83.2 divided by tan 38. So let's put this in calculator. 83.2 divided by tan 38, which will give you 106.5. 106.5. So I got this as 106.5, that is this distance from A to B. Now, what else? To get this angle D, now let's find out angle D. Considering this angle D, I have the opposite side, that is the whole thing, 54.5 plus 106.5. And also I have the adjacent side to it, that is 83.2. 83.2. Now we are going to consider the bigger triangle. So triangle ACD, triangle ACD. Considering the angle D here, opposite is what we know, and then adjacent also we know. We don't know the hypotenuse, so opposite and adjacent. Which trigonometric ratio? Again, it is tan. So tan, but we don't know the angle. Let's take it as D. So tan D is equals to, opposite is 54.5, this whole length, that is AC, that is 54.5. 54.5 plus 106.5, which will give you 161. Divided by adjacent is 83.2. So to get D, take tan to the opposite side, it becomes tan inverse. Tan inverse of 161 over 83.2. So let's put that in calculator. Tan inverse of 161 over 83.2, which will give me 62.7 approximately. 62.7 degrees. So this is 62.7. Now to find out angle, therefore, angle ACD will be from 180, subtract 90 and 62.7. So from 180 subtract 90 and 62.7, we'll get the answer as 27.3. 27.3 degrees will be the answer. Therefore, theta is equals to 27.3. So that was the first part. I hope you have understood this. We have part B and part C as well. So let's move on to the part B here. EFG is a right angle triangle. A circle can be drawn that passes through the vertices of the triangle. So we need to draw a circle that passes through the vertices of these three vertices, basically F, E, and G. Mark the position of the center of the circle with a cross. Here, we have studied a circle theorem, angle formed by a semicircle. Angle formed by a semicircle is always 90 degrees. So we have a 90 degree, that is angle E. So this FG should be the diameters. If we draw a semicircle, FG, then it forms an angle 90 degree. Angle formed by a semicircle or angle formed by a diameter is always 90 degree. So if this is the diameter, if we are getting an angle 90 degree at E, that means FG should be the diameter, angle formed by the diameter. We know the center of the circle will always be the center of the diameter. So this will be the point where the center. So on the diagram, mark the position of the center. Explain how you decide. Angle formed by a diameter or angle formed by a semicircle is always 90 degree. You can just write down this statement here. You will get 2 marks. So I repeat, the angle formed over here is 90 degrees, and we know that the angle formed by a semicircle, that was one of the circle theorem, angle formed by a semicircle is always 90 degrees, or angle formed by a diameter is always 90 degrees. So FG should be the diameter. If FG should be the diameter, the center of the circle will always be the center of the diameter. So that will be your center point. Now let's move on to the C part here. In triangle LMN, we have LMN, and the ratio of angle L is to M is to N is 4 is to 5 is to 6. So let's first find out what angle L is, M is, and N is. Let's start with angle L. So it's given that ratio is 4. So to find out angle L, ratio of angle L is 4 divided by total ratio. Add them up. 6 plus 5, 11, 11 plus 4, 15, times the total. Total means in a triangle, all the angles will add up to give you 180 degrees. So 4 into 180 divided by 15, when we put this in calculator, we'll get it as 48 degrees. Angle M, the ratio of angle M is 5. Divide by total ratio, 6 plus 5 is 11, 11 plus 4 is 15, times the total of the angles in a triangle is 180. When you put this in calculator, we'll get the angle as 60 degrees. So we got angle L as 48, angle M as 60, and then the last one, you can just subtract from 180, 48 and 60, or else angle N, the ratio is 6. So ratio of angle N divided by total ratio is 15. When you add them up, times sum of the angle is 180 degrees. When you put this in calculator, you will get it as 72 degrees. 72 degrees. Calculate the difference between the largest angle in triangle PQR and the largest angle in triangle LMN. Triangle LMN, the largest angle is angle N, which is 72 degrees. We need to find out the largest angle in triangle PQR. So for that, we need to see which is the longest side. The longest side, comparing them, it is 6 centimeter. So opposite to longest side will be the largest angle. I repeat, opposite to the longest side will be the largest angle. So basically, I need to find out what this angle is, angle R. So we know we can use cos rule or cosine rule here to find out the angle, missing angle, if all the 3 sides are mentioned. So the angle that we are finding out, the adjacent sides will be A and B, and the opposite side will be C. So we know cos theta is equals to A square plus B square minus C square divided by 2 into A into B. So here A and B are the adjacent sides of the angle that we are finding out. So that is 4 square plus 5 square minus C is the opposite side, that is 6 square, divided by 2 into A is 4, B is 5. So 5 square is 25 plus 4 square is 16. 25 plus 16 is 41. 41 minus 36 is 5 over 5 times 2 is 10. 10 times 4 is 40. So cos theta is equals to 5 over 40. We need theta. Theta will be cos inverse of 5 over 40. Let's put this in calculator. Cos inverse. Cos inverse of 5 over 40 will give you 82.8. 82.8 degrees. Now, this is 82.8. We need to find the difference between the largest angle in both the triangles. So here it was 72. Here the largest is 82.8. Therefore, the difference will be 82.8 minus 72. That will give you 10.8 degrees. So that is the C part here. I hope you have understood this. This was October-November 2023, variant 4.1, paper 4. So if you have any doubt, feel free to write it in the comment box. Thank you for watching.